What is going on, everyone? We're back. I'm a little tired, obviously. You can hear it in my voice. 5 hour drive on the way back from Lubbock, Texas, down to Texas Tech yesterday. But I'm not in my familiar space, not in my office, obviously, that you see in the typical videos. I'm on the road, actually stopped at my girlfriend's place. So I'm here. We're still recording the recap video from college football week 0, which, man, it was an awesome week. Now, the lighting is hitting me at an awkward angle, but let's just get straight into it, man. It was a very up and down, more like down and then up day of college football for us yesterday. Everyone in the VIP can agree. Was it Kansas State, man? I don't really understand what happened with Kansas State. It was very frustrating to watch. Avery Johnson did not look good. Rocco Beck did not look good, which was good for us because we took his under in one of the VIP plays. But when they were talking about Kansas State supposed to win the Big 12 this year, projecting to win the Big... No. Texas Tech, in my opinion, Texas Tech, Arizona State, and Baylor all have better chances than both of those teams right there. They're both overrated. Kansas State is terrible. Their starting running back gets injured on the opening punt return of the game after fumbling. So it's like, was your pride hurt or were you actually hurt? So, and we had him in a parlay, and Fliff did not refund it. So frustrating to start the day off. We took an L on those, but I was like, hey, the rest of the day is not going to go like that. Kansas State, let alone, cost us over $1,000. So maybe I got to learn, take a little bit of a look at it and not bet on teams like that anymore, but you got to take it on the chin, man, eat those punches. But really, when you look at the rest of the day, it was a very solid day other than that. So when we're looking at this game, Hawaii straight up, money line, they ended up winning on a game-winning field goal. Let's just take a look at what we have right here. This quarterback, man, what is his name? See if someone put it in the comments. Surely someone put his name in the comments. Alejado, bro, gets injured in the second quarter, like damn near breaks his ankle. And when we're looking at it, like, dude came back in the game and just looked dominant. I mean, he's hobbling on his leg. Let's just watch this one right here. I just accidentally went full screen. 1 second. But watch this. I mean, one leg, guys. Like, this guy gets injured. I think it was early in the first quarter, actually. And I'm like, damn, yeah, we're cooked. He reminds me a lot of Tua. He plays like Tua did at Alabama. He's just 5'10", 185. He's not as big. But, I mean, if we're looking at this, he had so many, like Hawaii's going to be, when Hawaii figures it out and gets their offense figured out, Hawaii's going to be dangerous in their conference. And what I take away from Saturday is going to be to watch Hawaii, watch who they play, watch matchups, because if Hawaii figures out their offense, it's going to be dangerous. They have their quarterback now. Obviously, their quarterback last year was good, but this guy, he's like Kyler Murray mixed with Tua when they were both in college. This dude's running all over the place. I know it's crazy to call him Kyler Murray, but he's quick. He made plays with his legs all night when it was exciting to watch. Now, if he doesn't get injured, I think they win by quite a bit. They ended up still covering the spread, even though we took the money line. I had a -2.5 in another one, but yeah. So then we go to this one. Obviously, my boys, I always got to rep the small town school, Tarleton State FCS team. So they ended up winning 42-0. Look at this, guys. We got -15.5 at 120. Could have played this up to 16.5. I told people in the VIP to play it up to 16.5 in the football season VIP. And if you're not in that, obviously you're missing out tremendously. But this is just a recap video. You're going to see that you're missing out anyways if you're not in. One thing I did cash on, the Iowa State-Kansas State game. We cashed the under 10 in the first quarter. We knew this. I said it in the last video when I gave y'all the Rocco Beck under for free with Avery Johnson. I said, hey, watch out. These two teams know each other. They're familiar in conference. They play in Ireland. It's going to be raining, and the defensive coordinators are going to shut each other down. Now, we got bailed out by a fumble on the goal line, but sometimes you got to get a little bit lucky in sports betting. This one was easy, 26 and 89, so pretty solid there. Obviously, this was the free play from the last YouTube video that a lot of y'all ended up tailing. I had about 5 people reach out and say that they tailed it, so pretty cool to see that. We ended up just giving an easy Avery Johnson. We're looking at this. This is crazy. Like, look how many. He played terrible. And he actually didn't even get a passing yard until the second quarter. So, isn't that crazy? But when you're looking at it, Rocco Beck's under was free. I mean, this dude goes under by, what is that, 20 and 20. So he goes under by almost 50 yards. I knew he was going under. You're going to see me play a lot of quarterbacks unders in certain games, so just be ready for that if you're in the VIP. But other than that, very solid weekend of college football. I am going to pull this up here just to kind of start showing y'all. I'm going to track it. A lot of people don't like to track their L's. I'm going to track my L's just because I feel like, you know, if you're talking about your wins, you need to hold yourself accountable and talk about your losses. So Kansas State money line, I lost Kansas State money line yesterday. But that's the only thing we lost. I need to add in here, actually, we had Stanford's tight end over 3.5 receptions with Jalen Daniels discount. That actually missed by 0.5, so I need to add that in here as an L. So technically we went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 props. We went 5 of 7. Not props, but plays. So not too bad on a 5 of 7 day. Thursday through Saturday, college football this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Be prepared. There's going to be a lot of plays out, and we're going to build this thing up. And I'm gonna have a big announcement in the VIP. There is a team on Saturday that plays probably one of the biggest games of the year that I will be putting 10 units on. Like, I'm absolutely nuking this because I think people are underestimating how good this team improved, especially at the quarterback position. They have the number 1 defense in the country. You probably already know who I'm talking about if you're a college football fan. But great weekend, good recap. I'm still going to mix in much of the team props, mix in with some player props. You know, we're dominant on the player prop side, but there's a lot of value in still betting on team props, money lines, spreads. So I think that kind of helps people out that maybe they don't bet on player props, and there's no college football player props in a state like Florida. Well, then we can go and get some team props for y'all. And as you can tell, we dominated the team props. We went 2 for 2. We went 2 for 3, 3 for 4 on player props. So pretty dominant weekend there. Wasn't the weekend I wanted to have. I wanted to go completely undefeated, and we would have. If K-State hits, if K-State wins, we don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to be very careful with who I bet on, especially in games like that from now on, because I do not trust a team like K-State from now on. Quarterback, I thought Avery Johnson was a little bit better than what he showed up to be. I thought Avery Johnson was the better quarterback out of both of them. Rocco Beck clearly said that, that's not the case. Avery Johnson, I know his freaking uncle and dad got in a fist fight in the parking lot. If you have not seen that, go watch it. But when you're looking at it, it's just so disappointing to see a team that was ranked number 17 is hyped up to win the Big 12 come out and act like they've never played a football game before. The turnovers. Avery Johnson looked like he couldn't even throw a football. I know it was raining, give him the benefit of the doubt, and Ireland you traveled, but still. It was a complete embarrassment. K-State's defense was terrible. They were good at the beginning, but I'm not impressed with either team. So if that's what the Big 12 looks like, I'm excited to see what Baylor, Texas Tech looks like, Arizona State, and they lost their running back, but I think Arizona State's still going to be good. The Big 12 conference is wide open. If those are your 2 top teams, the Big 12 conference is wide open. So other than that, it was a good weekend. It was fun. It was a fun weekend of college football. Be ready for Thursday. Going to have some plays up. We got Boise State playing South Florida. Got a couple other games. Also to talk about, UNLV almost lost to an FCS team. So when you're looking at that, wow, ridiculous. But if you're not in the VIP, guys, I recommend that you highly recommend, obviously after you see this, guys, on the winnable. It's dominating. So I'll pull this up here. I'm about to change this price in the middle of recording, and somehow my laptop died. So anyways, with that being said, if you're not in the VIP, this is going up. I mean, I'm literally about to change this within the next 24 hours. So if you're not into this, this is like an extreme discount. Last year, Just for example, the VIP was like $400 for the full season. You can pay in monthly increments, guys. So they're going to let you pay $10 a month for this. So just get in the football season VIP. And if you really don't want to get into that one, the Colin Cash's VIP is $75, free plan. There will be a day pass on Thursday for $25. Probably going to bump that up to $35 now that we're really dominating. So if you're not in, hey, keep doing your plays on your own. Keep losing. If you want to be part of the winning team over here on Winnable, Colin Cash's, y'all see the link in the description down below. Hell of a weekend, week 0, college football. I'll see y'all next week on Thursday. Well, technically I'll be posting on Wednesday when we're back at it.